Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Morning Buzz. I'm George Motsapis. There's a lot to celebrate this week. Congrats to Lucy Glover for winning this year's Poetry Out Loud contest.
I figured I'd have a good chance, but as I was listening to everyone else, everyone in the competition was very spectacular, and I was definitely not expecting to come first. I presented a poem called Personal by Tony Hoagland, and my second presentation was called Song for the Last Act by Louise Bogan. Personal by Tony Hoagland. The first one I felt I could get really passionate about because I kind of understood it and it really connected with me. And the second one, I wanted a poem that was different from the first poem because I didn't want to recite two poems that were just the same, and I felt like challenging myself. So I picked a little bit of a difficult poem, and that's about it.
Students and teachers have been winning a lot lately. We caught up with Mr. Sherwin, who was named CHS Educator of the Year.
Being named Educator of the Year was a tremendous surprise, a great surprise, but honestly, there are no perfect days with teaching, and I love this job. I'm so glad I chose this profession. On my best days, I savor the connections. I get to spend 200 hours almost over the course of a year with them, and although it's really busy and I think I have like 110 students, remembering that each person in my room is like a world unto themselves, and even in the busyness of the day, just seeing and remembering that that's true and trying to understand them better. I also think about the connections with my colleagues. I came in and I've been inspired by and challenged by and informed by my colleagues. And one of the best parts about being a teacher is being around other teachers. They're interesting people. I honestly had no idea that I was nominated or that this was a possibility. So when the moment came, right before the end of the day, I was, I think, more surprised than anybody.
Teachers are impressing us in the classroom and on the basketball court. Girls varsity basketball coach Mr. Loesch recently earned his 200th career win.
I've just been really lucky having good players and getting to the 200 wins. I remember being surprised when I got to 100, never thinking I'd get to 200. I just want each team to do as well as they can. That's my goal, and if it adds more victories to my total, I don't worry about that as much. I want each girl to have a great experience. On the day of the game where I got my 200th win, I kind of knew it was coming. Prior to the season, the reporters asked what your career record is. So I knew I had 195 wins coming into the season, so I knew the fifth win would be the 200th. The girls have been playing really, really well. I knew I would get there eventually either way, so I wasn't really nervous or anything, but it was nice. My father was there, my family was there, so I knew they were around. I had a sense that the girls had something planned, but I wasn't sure. So at the beginning of the game, we started off a little slow, which made that a little nerve-wracking, but the girls played really well. Late in the first quarter, they just played well from there on out, so I wasn't really nervous with that. And at the end of the game, it was nice. A lot of people, I got a lot of emails afterwards from different coaches and friends congratulating me. And frankly, when you coach long enough, you get different milestones, but it's nice. I never would have thought I would have been around this long coaching.
Sports aren't the only way for young women to find strength and support. We caught up with Ruth Wyckoff from the Feminism Club to learn more.
The Feminism Club meets every Friday during lunch in room 307. On Friday, we had a guest speaker come in from the Lawrenceville Women's Space, and she talked a lot about all the different things that high schoolers can do to help people, anyone who's suffered domestic or sexual abuse. We do a lot of work for the community in general with our Drive for Women's Space, and there are boxes all over the school. They're wrapped in red wrapping paper, and on each box there's a list of things that you can donate. If you're interested, anyone is welcome, and we're always looking for new members.
Do you feel like volunteering? Then come help out at the Hobo Valley Parenting Conference. The event is on Saturday, January 28th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Volunteers will be assisting and introducing speakers and helping out in workshops. If you are interested, please email Nancy Barrick at hvrsd.org. If you guys missed Bulldog Buddies last week, don't worry, we've got one this week. Alex LeBlanc is here to tell us more about his dog, Owen.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm gonna be talking about my dog, Owen. He's like half Vizsla, but he looks like a Vizsla, but he's like more like golden color, like a little tannish. Owen likes to play in the snow when it's snowing, and he likes playing with other dogs. We take him to the dog park sometimes, and he interacts with dogs. It's cute. When we let him out of the crate, he's all like, goes to the person like, oh, you're back, or something like that. Owen is really friendly. Like, I mean, you can pet him under the chin, you can pet him like on the back, on the head. He's really playful to strangers. Oh yeah, his tail's like, it's like all over the place. What I like most about Owen is he's really cute and he's a really good boy. He listens. I think that's it for Bulldog Buddy. I enjoyed talking about Owen. Bye.
This week, Mrs. Tornegard's home ec classes competed in Cupcake Wars. Student teams baked and decorated themed cupcakes. Then some lucky judges came in to taste test and provide scores. They all looked delicious. Tune in next week for our coverage of Mrs. Tornegard's Cupcake Wars. Thanks for watching, everyone.